Now we're going to talk about how to factor a trinomial when the leading coefficient is not 1. So in most of the examples we've seen so far, when you have ax squared plus bx plus c, a has always been 1. Well, what happens when it's not 1? Well, in that case, we want to find two terms, which they label m and p here, but you can use whatever numbers or letters you want for your variables, that sum up to give us b and give a product of a times c, so that we can rewrite ax squared plus bx plus c as ax squared plus mx plus px plus c. We want to take bx and split it up into mx plus px. So that we can factor by grouping. So we're going to look at an example of that. We're going to do 4x squared plus 18x plus c. Okay, so we're going to start with the example 2x squared plus 9x minus 5. Okay, so remember we're looking to break up 9x into mx plus px so we can work the solution by grouping, factor by grouping. So we want two numbers that add together to give us 9 and multiply together to give us a times c, or in this case 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10. Okay, so two numbers that multiply to give us negative 10 and add to give us 9. So we know we're going to have 1 and negative 10, 2 and negative 5, negative 2 and positive 5, negative 1 and 10. All of these multiply to give us negative 10, but which one's going to add to give us positive 9? Well, when we add these ones together, we get negative 9. So that one, we don't want that one. When we add these together, we get negative 3. So we don't want that one. This one gives us positive 3. And this one gives us positive 9. So we want to break this up into negative 1 and 10. And we decide which way we want to go by looking at what they're going to have in common. Is negative 1 going to have anything in common with 2 or negative 5? Is 10 going to have anything in common with 2 or negative 5? Since these both have negatives, we're going to put negative 1 in for p, and then these are both even, so we're going to put 10 in for m, and that's going to give us 2x squared plus 10x minus x minus 5. And we're going to look at them like this to factor them. From here, we can factor out a 2, and that gives us x squared plus 5. Factor out a 2x. X plus 5. Over here, we're going to take out a negative 1, and we're going to get x plus 5. Right? We have that imaginary 1 right there. So we can see we have x plus 5 here and x plus 5 here. So that's the common factor that we want to deal with. And we can take this 2x and this minus 1, and they can go live together inside of a set of parentheses. So we can see that 2x squared plus 9x minus 5 factors to 2x minus 1 and x plus 5.